The other day, I posted a video talking about the biblical verse, Revelation chapter 13, verse 18, where it says, "Here is wisdom, let him that hath knowledge count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666." And throughout history, it's always been argued what that necessarily means. What is the mark of the beast, as far as it being a number, an actual person, the Antichrist, or is it an object? And for a very long time, I've believed that the mark of the beast are what is known as radio frequency identification chips. RFID chips uses electromagnetic fields to automatically identify and track tags attached to people. The tags contain electronically stored information, and the information that they can store can vary in all ranges, from your health information to your financial information to information that you need to enter your home, enter your job, and conduct business within society. There's a couple of things that I find scary as far as the idea of these RFID chips being planted into people. One of them is an article that I seen that came out in around 2009, but I saw it on the news a couple of days ago. The idea that these RFID chips can be equipped with capsules that can contain whatever liquid, we'll say, that you want. So the example that was used is someone created an RFID chip that was attached to a capsule of cyanide. And that capsule of cyanide and the RFID chip was actually remotely controlled, which means that whoever is controlling that RFID chip can choose to break the capsule that contains this cyanide anytime he or she wants to. And as we all know, cyanide is a poison that kills human beings almost instantly. In this case, it will be instant, because the cyanide will have gone directly into your bloodstream. This is one of those things that I find dangerous about RFID chips. But something that I find even more dangerous, because I believe it'll be more prevalent, is just the idea that if you have this RFID chip, you'll be forced to conduct all facets of business in society with these RFID chips. And by that I mean, if you go to the store to buy groceries, you'll no longer pay with a credit card or cash in your wallet, but with the RFID chip that can be scanned at the counter through your arm. You'll no longer be able to enter your vehicle without the use of this RFID chip. Keys will become obsolete. And since keys will become obsolete, you'll no longer be able to enter your home without an RFID chip. The scary part about all of this is I seen a video a long time ago talking about these RFID chips and how it's the new agenda of the New World Order. And the video ended pretty ominously, and again, I cannot find this video anymore. I only watched it, I believe, last year. But the person that was talking about the dangers of RFID chips the video actually ended with him saying, and if they don't like you, they'll just turn off your chip. And it had like an echo effect. They'll just turn off your chip. They'll just turn off your chip. It didn't really get me thinking, because I've already thought about it before, but it should get a lot of people that are not in the know to think about it, because we are now pushing an idea in these RFID chips that will give ultimate control to the powers that be, to the New World Order, to basically make you obsolete. If you're a person who they perceive as a threat, they'll just turn off your chip. And as many of you may have seen, as far as YouTube goes, they've been deleting videos, demonetizing channels of YouTubers whose ideas and opinions they do not agree with. So now we can imagine this occurring on a larger scale. When you have an RFID chip placed inside of you, the people who are in control of these RFID chips, and someone will be in control of them, They will be able to turn your chip off remotely and make it to where you are unable to conduct yourself, to conduct any form of business, any form of transaction, and even make it so you cannot enter your homes because your RFID chip will be turned off. You will virtually be made homeless. You will be disconnected from the rest of the world, quite literally, without being dead, that is. And that is a scary scenario, an Orwellian idea that I believe the powers that be are trying to push upon us. They want to advertise RFID chips as this great idea that will allow you to make transactions faster, make your life easier, but in reality, all these RFID chips actually do is give more control to the people who are already in control. And if you step out of line, they will just turn off your chip. And that is a thought that I think everyone should think about. I wanted to touch on the video from the other day where I talked about Revelation chapter 13 verse 18. Sometimes when we are focusing on a particular subject, we tend to get tunnel vision and don't see what is in front of our eyes, or in this case, above our eyes. And what I mean by that is, the other day, I happened to be looking at Revelation chapter 13 verse 18, and I noticed something, and I read the 2 verses previous to it. So here's Revelation chapter 13 verse 16 and 17. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, and the number of his name. So that biblical verse there, Revelation chapter 13 verse 17, in my opinion, actually tells you that if you don't have the mark of the beast, and for the purposes of this video, the mark of the beast are these RFID chips, no man might be able to buy or sell unless he has the mark of the beast. And again, Revelation chapter 13 verse 18, where it tells you of the mark of the beast being 666, I believe that that is more of a parable than anything else. That the mark of the beast is in all actuality the RFID chips that will soon be placed in every person, at least in this country. And if they don't start with the living, they'll start with the ones who are being born today, so that one day it will become normal to have RFID chips. And if you don't have them, you will envy the idea of having an RFID chip, because that's what they'll want to do. They'll want to show you only the good that will come of these RFID implanted chips, while hiding the evil that can occur when these RFID chips are fully installed and in full operation. Those are a few of the ideas that I have in accordance with the mark of the beast, what it's supposed to be, and just the idea that it could be that the mark of the beast are these RFID chips that they want to implant into all human beings. So that's the end of the video. If you have any comments or questions, please comment below. I just want to open up a dialogue and talk about this more with people who have different ideas. Thank you for watching. Bye.